Hello everyone. It's been a while since my last video. That would have been the 31st of August, which was the Melbourne rally, the Australia-wide rally. A lot has happened between then and now, as you probably know if you're paying attention to what's going on. I'm not going to talk about March. That's old news now. Everyone knows exactly what happened at that March. If you want to know exactly what went on, I will put on some video on the United Front movement, which is a new movement that I have started, and I'll explain in a minute why I have done that. But yeah, if you want to know exactly what went down, the good, the bad and the ugly, independent media is probably the best place to go. The mainstream media is not going to give you the account of exactly what went on, because they're only interested in furthering their agenda along with our corrupt government and I know I'm going to get some hate for this one, but as well as our police. I know what I saw on the day. I'm not going to go into it again, but I know what I saw. And it wasn't all exactly how it was depicted that it was. Firstly, yes, I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but yes, the NSN did infiltrate the march. After the fact, I have seen things, releases and things like that, that make it look very much like it was organised by them. I don't know. I'm not going to say things that I don't know whether they are true or not. I think people already get enough lies. I'm not going to spread any more. Anyway, the reason that I'm on here, as I said, I've created a new movement called the United Front movement. The purpose behind this movement is to unite Australians. At this point, let's unite everybody around the world, because it's not just Australia that is experiencing unrest at the moment. It is happening everywhere. There are rallies happening everywhere. People are fed up. People are waking up. They are seeing what is going on. They are seeing the truth. And if our government thinks that we're all fast asleep and we're not seeing what's going on, yes, there are still people who don't want to face reality. Reality is very harsh at the moment. The truth is harsh. Our government is not for the people. If you haven't noticed that by now, then I honestly don't know when you're going to. It is pretty obvious. There is a bigger agenda here. It is a world agenda. It's not just Australia. It's everywhere. But for our purposes, we live in Australia. Therefore, Australia is our concern. Each citizen is responsible for their own country. We are Australian. Whether we are citizens or whether we are born here, it doesn't matter. We love this country. We live here. Our families are here. And we want to make sure for people my age who have children and grandchildren, I want to make sure that I leave behind a country where they get the same freedoms that I got to experience growing up. And the way things are going at the moment, that is not going to happen. Now, the thing that concerns me the most is that there are a number of different freedom movement factions. What we're seeing at the moment is division even within these factions. Think about what you're doing. You are fighting for freedom, yet between you, you are arguing. You are smearing each other, bringing each other down. Why? This is what they want. I don't know how much clearer I can make it. Okay? As a people, we are weaker if we are divided. We are strongest when we are united. Everybody has differing opinions on things. We all see things differently. We all think differently. Why would you want everybody to think the same? There's only one thing we need to agree on. And we need to agree that we need to fight for our country. Everyday people like you and me, we have our defence forces. They are trained to defend our country in the case of invasion or war. And they will do their job without a second thought, because that's what they've chosen to do. What I'm asking everyday Australians is to stand with me. Let's stand together to fight for our country. Our country is worth fighting for. And before anybody goes on their high horse and starts calling me racist, I am the child of immigrants. This country is made of immigrants, okay? Unless you're an indigenous person to this land, you are an immigrant. But that doesn't mean that we don't have a right to fight for it. We've worked for this country. We've paid taxes to this country. We have a right to fight for our freedom of speech. We have a right to fight to have a better life, to have a better life for ourselves and to leave something better for our children. This is what we are here to do. We are human beings first and foremost. We are not a race. We are not even a culture. We are human beings. The minute we stop being human, the minute we stop having that humanity, there's no point fighting. There's no point. I'm asking for unity. We have to unite now before it is too late. Open your eyes and see what is going on around the world. Look at the UK. Look at France. Look at Germany. Do you want Australia to end up like that? I'm not being racist here. Okay? I am simply talking about a situation, okay, where our government is corrupt to the core. They are leading us towards communism. What do you think will happen if that starts happening here, if we start being a communist country? Or are you going to tell me to put on my tinfoil hat, that I'm a conspiracy theorist? Have you not seen the photos of Dan Andrews with the communist leaders? Think about it. Use your brain, please. Think about what is going on here. Think. COVID. Yep, I was just like everybody else at first, asleep, thinking that Mr. Andrews was doing the right thing by the people, protecting the people. And then things like lockdowns started happening. And then the icing on the cake, curfew. That was a test, people. That was a test to see how far they needed to go to make us comply. It is all very carefully planned out. Conspiracy theory, you say? Really? Let me ask you a question. Are you willing to just sit back and say, oh, it's just a conspiracy theory where these people are carrying on about, and just sit back, let it all unravel, and I can guarantee you will be the first ones when communism hits these shores, when Sharia law decides to take over in this country. You will be the first ones to claim victim. Oh, I don't know how this happened. It happened because you chose to stay in your ignorant little bubble and ignore the signs. That's how it happened. That's how it always happens. Oh, no, it can't happen here. It can't happen here. Well, I'm sorry to tell you this. It's already happening. It's happening. Now you have two choices. Keep going on your merry way. Don't speak up. Whatever. And you know what? At the end of the day, that is your choice, to not want to actively do anything about it. But for those people that choose that, I ask one thing. Don't sit there behind your screens and smear the rest of us because we are standing up for our country. Don't sit there and tell us we're being racist. Don't tell us we're bigots, we're Nazis, we're this, that, and the other. Because we are the ones that are fighting for not only our freedom, but for yours as well. I'm happy to fight for other people's freedom. I've always been that way. And I will put it down to the fact that I'm Greek. Greeks know how to fight. Greeks don't bow down to tyranny or oppressors. That's been proven time and time again. But I'm not the only one. It's not only Greeks. We are a people. We are humans. We are in this country. We love this country. And we love our lifestyle. We love our lifestyle. If you're not going to do it for you, Do it for your children and your grandchildren, all the generations that are to come after. And before we get a different response saying, how dare we, we're immigrants, the indigenous, blah, 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 whatever, okay? If things go the way they're going, the indigenous will be the first targets, because communism is Nazism, let's face it. I'm not a political person, so don't crucify me if I get terminology wrong. I really don't give a shit about terminology at this point. All I care about is Australians standing up together. Together, people. Stop fighting amongst each other. It is embarrassing to the freedom movement that you're all bickering amongst yourselves and causing division. You are playing right into their hands. Congratulations. Agree to disagree, move on. We have one thing we agree on. We don't want our freedom taken from us. We don't want our country taken from us. So get off your ego horse, unite together, and let's fight this good fight and get our country back. Now we have another rally on Saturday, the 13th, which is specifically about our corrupt government. I'm all for it. I'll be there taking footage. Half participant, half independent journalist, I guess. Okay? I'll be there taking footage because I don't trust mainstream media to give you the truth. Now, there are also another 3, apparently, protests at the same time. Why is that? Why is that? Why is it that it happens when the pro-Palestinian rallies happen? It's just the pro-Palestinian rallies. There's nothing else going on. Now, isn't it the job of the police to monitor this sort of thing? Why would you allow 3 protests all against each other? Why would you allow all 4 of them to go ahead at the same time? In Melbourne, of all places. And yes, Victoria is the most volatile state in Australia. Let's face it, it is. Why would you allow 4 protests to happen? What for? I tell you what for. So that all hell can break loose. And guess who's going to get blamed for that? Yeah, I don't give a shit. I don't care. Blame me. Call me names, whatever. I know what my mission is. The question is, does everybody else? The United Front movement is about unity of all Australians. One voice, one peoples. That is our strength. Our unity is our strength. I will be reporting on Saturday, so watch this space. I'm new to this. Don't really know exactly what I'm doing most of the time, but you know what? I'm passionate. I'm passionate and I know what I want to achieve. And I really hope that as many of you as possible will choose to stand with me. Stand with me and let it be known that we are free. And we will always be free. We are a democratic country and that is the way it's going to stay. I love you all. I'll see you on my next video.